my name is Brittany and today I'm going to teach you how to draw this super cool superhero. It's kind of like a comic book style. So the supplies you're going to need are a pencil, pieces of paper, maybe a couple if you want to do a few different drafts, and a marker that we're going to go over our pencil lines with. So a dark color like a Sharpie or a black permanent marker. You can also color it in with any type of medium that you have. I'm going to use crayons today, but you can use markers or pencil crayons if that's something that you would rather use. Let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to use a pencil and I'm going to press pretty hard on my paper just so that you guys can actually see the marks I'm making. But at home, just go very lightly when you're drawing because we're actually going to go over our pencil marks with the permanent marker after, and we're going to erase some of the lines that we don't need, like behind the hair. So the first part we're going to draw is actually this little building right here so that we kind of have an idea of where we're starting our picture. So if I'm looking at my piece of paper here, this building at the bottom is kind of in the middle, but a little bit to the right. So I'm going to just draw two lines that are coming up from the bottom of my page. This. You're basically just drawing a square. Now that we have our building, which is this one right here, we're going to start to draw our superhero. So if I'm ever going too fast, all you guys have to do is press pause. I'm going to go through these steps, and if you ever feel like you can't catch up, just press pause and do the step that I just did, and then press play whenever you're ready to go. So we have our first building here. It's just a little square. We're going to actually draw our superhero now. So we are going to start with this kind of shape at the bottom. So it's kind of, when I show you, it kind of just looks like a U. So we're going to move up maybe, let's say 3 fingers from our building. That's about 3 fingers. And I'm going to do that U shape. So here we go. See what kind of looks like a U, or like a really big smiley face. I'll make that a little darker so you guys can see it. Okay, once we have that shape, we're going to do the top of the head. So the top of the head is going to look a little bit different because I'm going to put the hair over top of it after. But for right now, we just want the general shape. So you're just going to connect it with a nice round shape, like that. Once we have those marks ready, we're going to add the 2 eyes. So they're just circles. So right above this little cheek right here is where I'm going to start my first eyeball. 1 circle, 2 circles. Then a little nose in the middle. Boop. It looks a little crazy right now because we haven't given our eyeballs. So you're going to do a half a moon shape right here, and then another half a moon shape right here, and we'll color those in. And you're also going to add 1 little circle in each so that it's kind of the highlight of the eye, but we're going to color all of this in black, so you don't really have to color it in pencil, but just so you guys can see, that's what it looks like. Once we have our eyeballs, we're going to do the mouth. So the mouth is 1 line across right under the nose, and then it's just like a triangle with a little bit of rounded edges. The teeth are very simple. It's a line at the top, and we just do a little divot right here just to kind of give some structure to her teeth, and then 1 below. And then on either side of the mouth, we're going to draw 2 little smile laugh lines. Add some eyebrows. And some eyelashes if you want it to be a girl superhero, or maybe a guy superhero with just really long eyelashes. And we have the basis of our face. So the next part we're going to do is the hair. So I've done girls' hair on this side. So the girls' hair is really easy. You basically just start from one top, from the top of your head here, and you do a little line down. And then you're going to follow the line of her head on the other side. If you don't want to do a girl's hair, you can just make it spiky like this. And it could be a really cool dude superhero that his hair is kind of flying in the wind, or whatever style you want to do. I'm going to make mine a guy this time because I made this one a girl, so I'm going to make him kind of like a funky haired superhero. So I have pencil marks behind here. That's okay because I'm going to erase those after, and I can fill in with my marker the actual shape of his hair. Once we have that, we're going to do 2 little ears on either side, little baby ones, and we have the face done. Okay, so the arm follows this part of the chin at the bottom. So we're just going to do a line that goes all the way up, almost the same line as the chin there, and then we're going to do another line that's a little bit below it. Okay? Now that we have that line, we're gonna bring the body down just a little bit with 2 lines, and the other one comes just underneath the chin as well. Okay, to do the hands, they're pretty simple. We're just going to draw almost like an E. It kind of looks like the letter E, but I haven't gone all the way around. And then we're gonna curve this around as if it's wearing a mitt. Just do a little cut off there. The other arm is a little bit behind the head, so you can't really see it. So we're just gonna draw the one arm that you can see and then attach it to the head, and then you'll just see the hand poking through just at the back. We're really simplifying these lines so you can make them wear a belt. Sometimes superheroes wear a belt. We're gonna do the buckle in the middle and then attach them. And then for the legs, again, if I'm going too fast, just press stop. You guys can catch up whenever you're ready. We're going to do the knee that comes out like this and then down. And then the bum kind of comes back like this and then out. And then right below here, see how the little belt buckle's right there? We're gonna do a short little line that kind of goes on an angle, because that's making it look like he's gonna jump. So we're gonna extend that a little bit, bring that down to form the first leg, and then just draw his little feet. Now this leg is bent, so we need to make sure that the knee shows. So we're just gonna do a little bend of the knee, and extend that a bit to make his little foot. Perfect, so this guy's pretty much jumped off the building, so I'm gonna do these little jump marks you'll see in comic books sometimes to show movement. Yes, perfect. Now I added a cape here. You can add a cape if you want. Just do a swervy line coming back from the back of this. You wouldn't be able to see where it's attached. And then another swervy line. You can put any letter on the cape that would maybe symbolize your superhero's name. So I'm gonna make this superhero's name start with the letter C. So I'm gonna put a C on the cape. And then just do a line down the middle to attach his little outfit, and he's pretty much good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and outline my guy right here so you guys can see it a little bit better in black. And while we're outlining, we're just going to avoid all of the pencil marks that we originally made around the head area that we will be covering with the hair. So let's get started on that. Okay, so I just went ahead and lowered my first building just a little bit. I just traced over it and then moved it down just slightly. That's the best part of pencil because I can erase it. Now for the back buildings, these ones are perspective, so they're just a little bit farther away than the first building. So that just means we're gonna put them behind. So how we do that is we're gonna do this building right here. You're gonna draw a line that goes up a little bit higher than our first one. So that's gonna go maybe about here. And don't worry about your buildings being super straight or not. It's a comic book, it's a cartoon, you don't have to worry. The next one is gonna go all the way over. And then when I come down, I'm gonna stop when I hit the top of this other building because we wouldn't be able to see it keep going, right? It would be behind that building. And then we're gonna just keep doing this effect all the way behind, making the buildings higher, lower, skinnier, taller. So the next one is this one. So this one, we're gonna do a lot of stopping and hopping. That just means you're going to stop when you hit a line that you've already drawn and then hop over it, just like this, watch. Stop, hop, stop, hop, stop, hop, stop, hop. It's like a song. And then all the way to where the top of the building would be, and then I'm gonna just go all the way to the edge. Gotta be careful, I'm drawing my door here. Okay, so I'm gonna add a couple more of these shapes in the back. Once I'm happy with all of my shapes, I'm gonna add little windows, and the windows are really easy. They don't have to be perfect. They're just almost like the suggestion of windows. So that just means little squares. You're just gonna draw little squares. So the first one, which is the first building we've done, we're actually gonna draw the window, and then all the ones behind it get progressively smaller. So let's draw the squares to represent the first two windows in our first building. Again, don't worry about them being perfect because it's a comic book. And then these little lines show that it's glass. All of the ones in the background, you're just gonna draw small little squares. Put 4 down there. I'm gonna do maybe 3 down here. They're the farthest. You're just gonna do little lines. Now that we have our metropolis or our city created, we're gonna draw the word. So if you're a little bit younger, you might wanna ask your parents for some help just drawing the letters, or you can practice on a different piece of paper if you need to. So we're gonna start off with this star shape. This shape can be whatever shape you want. It doesn't have to be like the one in the example. I'm gonna make it pretty similar because I like the shape of this star. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a whole bunch of triangles. Once I'm happy with that, I'm gonna write BAM, or you can write POW. Just a whole bunch of different superhero terms that you would see in a comic book. So BAM is spelled B-A-M, BAM. Okay, this part's very easy. You're just going to do another layer around your first star shape. Okay guys, it's time to color. So I'm gonna use crayons. I'm just going to maybe suggest that you guys press pause now and you can color as you follow along with me. But I'm gonna speed this part up because really the coloring is however you wanna make it. Some things I will mention is in the star area, you'll notice that the color towards the tips of the triangles are a little bit darker. So when you're coloring, you just want to press a little bit harder and then adjust the pressure of how hard you're actually pressing on the paper to get a lighter color versus a darker color. And then anywhere you would see a shadow, which is maybe behind her cape here or maybe underneath her armpit, you would also press a little bit darker just to get that darker shade. And then one more thing to mention is these buildings in the background, just choose a super light color because the things that are farther away, you wouldn't really see a lot of color in. They're kind of blurry. Like if you see a city, there might be some fog. So just choose colors that are pretty light for the background. And then I just added some clouds. So that's about it. I'm gonna start coloring. Fast forward, you can watch or you can do it at the same time as me. I cannot wait to see yours. So make sure that you tag Artshine on your pictures if you post it on social media with your parents' permission, of course, and we'll repost some of our favorites that we've seen, okay? Okay guys, all finished. As you can see, there are some big differences in here, but that's the coolest part about this project because you can really make yours unique to whatever you want to make it. So I changed the girl to this really cool funky guy. I added some smoke in the background here instead of the clouds, just to maybe show that there's a fire that the superhero or the comic book person was trying to stop. So I'm really excited to see what you guys have done. Make sure to tag us using our Instagram, our Facebook handle, Ask a Parent for Help, and I look forward to drawing and coloring with you again. Bye!